How can I work on the fear of losing? Testing. Simple answer. I think that's kind of the exact same question that we just had. Testing, testing, testing. No psychology course, no book you're going to read is going to help you in the markets, in my opinion, in terms of fear of being wrong and all that stuff. It all comes down to your data, 100% in my opinion. And you've helped me with that big time. I've heard you talk about this many, many times. Your mentality, your psychology gets better by data, by having data and visually knowing and trusting that your strategy is going to work. That's the best answer in my opinion.
I've got one.
Yeah. All right.
So, I have a good question. I feel like a lot of people will actually want to know the answer, especially people who are actually looking to trade full time or get into it seriously. So, how do you think trading affects your life outside of trading? Because a lot of people will think that if they put in all the hours for trading, they won't have time for other hobbies, they won't have time for relationships or friends. So how has it affected you outside of trading?
This is a good question because I was actually talking about this with a buddy of mine the other day. It's funny how it works. When I first went full time, I used the benefits of that time to put into my trading test and stuff like that. But eventually it consumed me too much. And when trading was my only thing that I had going on, when I lost in the morning, it would wreck my whole day. I actually got better at trading when I had hobbies, when I was hanging out with my friends, when I wasn't shelling away in my room all day. And it's crazy how that works, but to me, I feel like there's a law of diminishing return once you know what you're doing, that sitting on there all day and just doing it 24/7, it can really, really hurt you. So picking up golf, going to the gym. If you guys are on my channel and you've watched my videos before, I talk about how the beginning part of my day is trading, and then after that, it's a whole new day. I like to separate my days. So I'll go to the gym. I'm obsessed with golf now, like you know. We're going golfing soon. You guys will have to check out the day in the life video if you haven't seen that already. But yeah, trading has changed my life. It's given me the time to focus on other things. And when you first go, you think, well, not you think, but definitely put all your effort into it. But once you know what you're doing and you're consistent and you have your trading plan, and each day is just you seeing if your trade is there or not. Like Will and I were talking yesterday. He opens his phone in bed. He knows within 2 minutes if there's going to be a trade that day. And if there isn't, he doesn't go on the charts, right? Because the charts are constantly trying to trick us into getting involved, right? Constantly. So if you know your setup isn't there, having something else to do with your day is amazing. And one thing that trading has allowed me to do, obviously, is get time back. Not work for money, make money work for you, and get time back in my day. And with that time, I've started this YouTube channel. I've started other businesses. I've picked up other hobbies, right? So remember, you got into trading for, yes, the money, but I'm sure you also got into it for the freedom and the time. So if you got into it for the freedom, yet you're sitting there at a desk all day long, you might as well be at your 9-to-5 job, right? So thanks. What do you have to say about that question? Like, what are your thoughts on that? That was a beautiful question, by the way.
I just feel like it gives you a lot of opportunities, especially profit-wise, because if you are a full-time trader and you're making a decent amount of profit, it allows you to just invest into other businesses, different assets, whether it be more side hustles. Let's say you're starting a business on the side. Maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe hobbies which you've always wanted to do, but you can't afford them. These things which you can actually do if you are a full-time trader. Like you said, a lot of people, I was guilty of this when I started trading. I wanted to trade 24/7. London session, New York session, Asian session, I was always in a trade. And the reason for this was you just like the adrenaline and you don't have anything else to do in your life. Whereas if you have people to play golf with, people to play tennis with, or you have other businesses to actually work on, like both of us, we obviously run YouTube channels, which is another business. We both have mentorship groups, which is again another business which we have to manage. It's not like we turn off the charts and then sit there and do nothing for the rest of the day. There's things which we actually have to do, and trading the way we actually do with specific session times, it allows us to do things which we enjoy doing. Obviously, I know you enjoy trading, and I personally find it quite boring, which I guess is quite good, because if trading's boring, then it means you're not getting excited about seeing the P&L go up and down. But I personally just don't really like looking at charts, but I guess I'm good at it, so I'll just carry on doing it. But it just gives you plenty of opportunities in life, and I guess you can help other people as well. Maybe your friends, you can take them on trips, your family, everything like this. It does give you wonderful opportunities, and you can pretty much do it from anywhere in the world as well. You don't have to be stuck in one city. You can move countries, you can move counties, continents. You can pretty much live anywhere or travel anywhere and just trade simply from your laptop, your computer, and it's just a wonderful life. I think you probably agree.
Yeah, I do. I've got a question for you. I guarantee I know the answer to this, but how has becoming a, not public figure, but how has getting the success that you have now impacted your relationships and friendships and stuff? I know for myself, when I wanted to become a trader and I took it as serious as possible, I changed a lot. My values changed. What I did with my spare time changed, and who I surrounded myself with, that changed, because it required a new version of me. It required a better version of me. And I'm just wondering if you had friendships die, or people that were in your life maybe wanted to use you and stuff because you were getting this success. I'm wondering how getting this success and becoming a successful trader has impacted your life. Obviously, we know the amazing things that come with it, but at the same time, losing people isn't, the best feeling in the world. Maybe they've been around for a while or whatever it is, but I'll quit ranting. I'm just curious about your experience.
Well, I feel like the biggest thing about being like a public trader is literally everyone knows what you do. Mm-hmm. So let's say someone just Googles your name, they can probably see your channel, they can probably see everything about you, especially if you post profits and you're being transparent. Mm-hmm. People can even know how much money you make. So you can't really keep anything private, which you guys have probably seen on my Instagram. I pretty much don't post anything anymore. And, I used to want to just share everything I do, post a lifestyle and everything, but I got to a certain point, like now in my life, I don't want anyone seeing what I'm doing. I don't want people to know, where I am. Obviously, you guys know I'm in Canada right now, but, I've been on trips which I haven't even posted because, I just go on trips because I enjoy doing it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people that are in our position would be posting every single second of that trip. So you kind of got to be more careful with what you do, especially for like safety wise, if you are publicly making a lot of money. And moving on to like friendships, I feel like now I only really become friends with people if they have a lot of money. And it sounds quite stupid, but you have more that you can actually talk to that person about. Because let's say you're a multi-millionaire, for example, and you're friends with someone that doesn't have a lot of money. You can't really do the same things as you would normally do. And people probably won't like it, but it's the truth. And do you really want to be paying every single time for that person? That's when a lot of people, a lot of celebrities actually end up being used. So they're obviously just around you because they get to do all these cool things with you and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And if you are actually with someone that is of similar position in life, similar financial status, it actually allows you to relate more to them. You can speak more about, your finances, your investments, the purchases you're making. I feel like it's more relevant if you are actually in or at similar levels in your life. Losing friendships, to be honest, not really too fast, because I feel like if you're losing someone's friendship, you weren't really meant to be friends with them anyway, because you wouldn't have lost it anyway, like in the first place. So not really too fussed about that. Relationships, married to the game. Yeah, me and GU, inseparable. The beard is part of me. So the beard, WillssFX and GU, you can't break them up. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like a lot of traders, especially, they don't have a lot of people that they actually talk to. Mm-hmm. You guys have probably seen it, or actually no, they wouldn't have seen it. You've probably had it a lot where people that you haven't spoken to for maybe like 4, 5, 6 years will suddenly message you asking to learn how to trade. And people that haven't even followed you will start following you again. just asking, oh, can you teach me how to trade, everything like this. Obviously it's fine if they're your close friends, they've still been messaging you or you're friends with them like outside of trading. That's acceptable and that is understandable, obviously. But people that try to come into your life again, that are only doing it to try and make money, obviously once you've had that happen a few times, you instantly know it's a red flag to just cut that off immediately. You'll probably have the same views on this.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's at first I got excited, like, oh, this is great that they're supporting me, but it got to the point where you realize quick that these people are just reaching out to try and get something from you. But to add on to your point about, you know, the only wanting to really be around successful people, I understand that, and you know, it may come off to someone who doesn't understand as, you know, arrogant or rude or something, but to the other successful people, you understand what he's talking about. I understand what you're talking about, because we just don't. I know for myself, like those, I like learning things, you know, and yes, we can learn things from every single person. I truly believe that. But I'm obsessed with business. You're obsessed with business, and being around other people who are obsessed with business, the conversations are just electric. Like you learn so much, and you can have so much fun and just grow, right, in other areas. And being around people who are doing better than you is a huge life hack. A huge life hack on how to become a better person, a better trader, better entrepreneur, whatever it is. When you're around people who are doing things better than you are, you become a sponge and you learn. But you can also provide value to those people in other ways. I think being able to provide value is very, very important in a friendship. At the end of the day, value is what makes friendships important, in my opinion, in some way. You know, it doesn't have to be financial value, but it could be makes you laugh, makes you believe in yourself more, someone who supports you. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to just be money, but money conversations are great. And especially when you're in the field that we're in and you have a passion for it, it's like a game at the end of the day. I truly believe life is a game, and being around people that make you better, being around people who inspire you to do more and support you is like a complete life hack. And I've been there, and I'm sure you've been there, where maybe people didn't believe in you, and it's a solo effort. But I heard a quote, it's like, alone we go fast, together we go far. And just having that support system around you, or they don't even have to necessarily be in your city. Like use social media to be in situations like we're in now, you know, like we're across the world, we're linked together. The conversations we've been having this week have been amazing and inspire me, and it's been a lot of fun. But you know, if you're someone who is on this journey alone and you don't have someone around you, then there's many other ways that you can fix that. There's communities that you can join. And just for me, when I watch YouTube videos, for example, like Alex Hormozy or people like that, we're in a situation where we can watch these people and it's like they're there. It's like they're in front of us, and I can be inspired and learn as if they're right there. So just using social media to your advantage. And if you're alone, know that you're not truly alone, because there are other people in there hustling and grinding. And I find having a community or reaching out, and when you reach out to someone though, you have to provide value at the same time. You know, like if someone messages me, teach me how to trade, or you know, maybe they want to just talk to me, odds of me seeing it and responding are very, very slim, unless there's something else that, you know, they can teach me or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But I'll quit rambling. I think that was an amazing talk though.
I also feel like, I can't remember who said this quote. It's probably like Gandhi or something, but he said you should, if you're in a room and you're the smartest person in that room, then you're in the wrong room. And it's as simple as that.
So I'm in the wrong room.
So let's say you're in a group setting maybe, or you hang around with like 5 people and you're the smartest one, you're always the most successful and everything like this, then I feel like you should try and push yourself out of this comfort zone, because obviously they're good people to be around with. You may be friends with them for a while, but you're not going to grow. They all might grow up to your level. So obviously you're the smartest one, you're the most successful, so they're going to push towards your level. But if you want to go further in your life, then you have to be friends with people who are ahead of you. Mm-hmm. There's no point being friends with people who are below you. Obviously it sounds bad, but obviously we all want to be more successful. We all want to go further in life. So you need to be friends with people, or be associated with people who are ahead of you that you can learn from. Ideally, learn from their mistakes, so you don't actually have to make the mistakes yourself. You know, I can't remember what someone said that I actually don't even know what I'm saying now. But yeah, just make sure if you have people around you that are doing better than you, to actually try and learn from them, ask them questions, and like Max said, provide value as well, because they're not just going to give it away for free. Obviously, that's what we're doing here on YouTube, giving away it for free. So you guys should be very, very grateful for that. But yeah. So guys, the last question of the video: would you ever quit Forex trading, and what would lead you to actually shut your laptop and never look at the charts again?
So we were talking about this the other day. I personally love it. Like, I personally love trading. I genuinely enjoy the whole routine with it. I enjoy, looking at the chart, and I look at it as a video game. I used to be a pretty big gamer in high school and stuff. So for some reason, I think when I look at the chart, that same brain function kicks in. I probably sound so dumb saying that, but for me, when I look at a chart, I look at it as a video game, and I was very, very good at video games. So I like it. I like to think of it as a puzzle, and I just genuinely enjoy it. So it's tough to say. I don't have, billions of dollars where I can do something and don't have to trade at all and go on about my day. But I can't imagine a day where I'm not trading. Maybe when I do have multiple businesses that are running without me and it's a way easier life, maybe I could swing trade and stuff, but just the whole routine, the whole game with trading, I absolutely love. I already know the answer to this one. This guy's an anomaly, but here we go.
Yeah, I am the complete opposite.
I said abnormally. You're an anomaly.
Anomaly. Wow. What a compliment.
There we go.
But I feel like I don't enjoy sitting down, looking at the charts, collecting data. It's not really my sort of thing. But obviously, you're not going to love everything you do, and it makes me good money, and it also allows me to start other businesses, which is what I'm currently doing.
True.
And even with like YouTube, it's quite easy to scale because you can employ editors, script writers, everything like this, and it can scale quite quickly and quite easily. Whereas with trading, it's always you. Mm-hmm. It's always active income, and it can never really be made passive unless you're trading with, let's say, an algorithm, or you're investing and letting other traders trade it for you. Obviously more risk involved, and if you are a trader yourself, then you probably don't really want to give your money to a robot, because if the robot was that good, the person wouldn't be selling it in the first place. But true. I feel like the only thing that would make me like fully quit trading is if I had so much money that I would never have to work again, or I had other businesses that obviously didn't require as much input as trading, which were growing at a staggering rate that I wouldn't actually have to trade ever again anyway. That is obviously the main goal, probably for a lot of traders. People say they love trading, they want to be doing it for 30, 40 years, but would you really want to wake up, check the charts, lose when you're 40 or 50? Not really my sort of thing. Obviously I'm only 20 and I've only been doing it for a few years, and it's given me opportunities outside of trading to invest money. And, I probably could retire now, start other businesses and be fine, but you got to make the most of it. And, I don't actually hate it. I do love account flips. I do love trading the news events. That's what keeps it exciting for me. And then I go back to my boring personal account, 1% risk. But I feel like I'd have to make a hell of a lot of money in another industry or another sector before I'd actually consider fully quitting trading.
That's solid, man. That's solid. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to both me and Will. Appreciate you if you stuck all the way to the end, and hopefully you guys laughed and learned a thing or two about us as traders and as people. And we appreciate you tuning into our videos. It means a lot. We do this for you guys, and it makes it fun when we get the feedback on these videos, and just shows us that you guys were interested and you guys enjoyed it. So drop a like, drop a comment, hit subscribe, and what do I say at the end of every single video?
Buy my signals.
Come on. That was your chance, bro. So what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day.
I actually usually aim to be 5% better every single day, but
Wow.
But yeah, see you guys in the next video.